Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafe Gal. We're trying something a little different today. This is going to be most likely just a demo video. This is a game called Cook Serve Delicious. This is the sequel, Cook Serve Delicious 2. I picked the first one up at Steam sale a couple years ago, and it's a very fun, casual game. By that I mean, it's something where you can sit down and just play it for a little bit, and it's not a huge investment of time, energy, thought process. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of somewhere between Cooking Mama, Game Dev Tycoon, and Mario Teaches Typing. I promise that makes sense. I don't know exactly what the second one's going to be like. I have literally not played it at all yet. I'm just pulling it up. I'm kind of using this as a review. Already I can see the graphics for the food are a lot less cartoony, less hand-drawn. They're made of more of either photos or renders, which is kind of cool. And all I've done so far is just gone through the settings. So we're gonna try starting this game and see what happens. Okay, so we have a restaurant. And it got shut down because of something else. Start back or rebuild it back up. Okay, so we'll do a couple of these here. This is tutorials. I'm gonna go through them just to see how it works. Make sure it still works the same way. I haven't played this in quite a while either. Okay. So, for example, write a list of ingredients. Use the recipe. So the recipe they would like is queso, sour cream, and jalapenos. And then we push R to... Okay, so we're gonna do M. Meat is cooking, and the timer starts going. Once it turns blue, we can select the order again. And then we do actually building the burger, which is, I'm gonna assume N for onions in this case. There are multiple, yes. So you can do space to switch between them, it looks like, or you can click on them and then you do enter. And depending on how accurate you are and how fast you are, it'll determine your rating with the customer. So you're basically getting points, combos, and the number of positives versus negatives determine basically your Yelp review. Top screen, you'll find the holding station. Holding stations are key to making things easier when you have a huge amount of customers walk through the door. In fact, try accepting the order on the left. You notice you can't select this food. It has a red S icon. It has to be prepared with holding station before you can serve it. So let's do that now. Okay, so we're going to select holding station 1. We're going to get pretzel going. We want a classic pretzel. Enter. Okay, so now just like before, it's cooking, but we'll have it prepped. Okay, so this is so we get 4 of those prepped ahead of time so we can cook them ahead. Okay, that's neat. That's actually a new feature. So now, since we've got those ready, we can just do that. Okay. So the trick is that things are going to come in really, really fast. Okay, holding station optional foods are orders that can either be prepped in a prep station or ahead of time. Okay, start by selecting an order on the left and prep it. Okay, so we're going to go nuggets, dunk, cook. We can get ahead of the food by making it ahead of time. So we can go holding station 1. Then we'll get 4 orders ready there. I'm assuming these are going to have to be several chicken nuggets ready. Serving customers. Pick up space that might be better used for side dishes or holding station required recipes. Okay, that's a good balance. That makes sense. Let's do the quick side dishes thing. Customers won't wait for their orders for very long. Okay. So basically, as we go, it'll start sliding. I need to get back into the habit of doing this with a keyboard, probably. Okay, so side dishes prevent drinks are extra income. Customers can serve before it needs to be filled. Okay. Chores. Every entree has its own unique boosters and detractors, most of which deal with chores. Basically, chores are things like taking out the trash or cleaning the bathroom, which require you to keep your restaurant running. Each time you do perfect or delicious, you get buzz. Okay. Keyboard users can fully remap keys for holding stations, prep stations, etc. Which I had done last time. Practice. Okay, so apparently I get to go do these quick. What? So these are the different chores. And I think that should be about it. So these are just going to come in our queue like normal, and just like everything else, if it doesn't get cleared out, you end up in trouble. So it looks like to beat... Okay, yeah. Easy enough. Intro, we already did. Okay, so that looks like the tutorials. So here's the next thing is we actually get to pick the food catalog. So there's this whole giant pile. You basically get to build a menu. And it's a matter of, or depending on the variety you get, how often you change it, stuff like that, will affect your ratings. So that's where it gets into the stuff I said, like Game Dev Tycoon. So we could do. Okay, let's see here. Single player. That's fine. There's also a lot of other neat little things like getting synergies and stuff like that that you can do. So that's always fun. Designer, looks like we can create different stuff. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Like I said, this is basically just a demo. Okay, so right now I've only got the stuff for pretzels, Salisbury steak, and cereal. So I guess that's what we're doing. And we can have a couple preset menus, which the first one you couldn't do that with. So this is actually really nice. Dishwasher, we don't have upgrades for that. What's that? Sides, mac and cheese. And we can do a soda fountain. Looks like that's all we've got right now. Unless we buy something else. Or work somewhere else to get some money. Okay, so food catalog is what we can buy. So we could go buy stuff for, let's say, we've got Salisbury steak, pretzels, and cereal. So if we wanted to keep with like a breakfast, no, actually just a second, we've got HS required. What's HS? Okay, so we have Salisbury steak. We have macaroni and cheese. That sounds like comfort food kind of stuff. Let's toss in something like, let's do the chicken breast. This not letting us do this? Buy, there we go. Okay. And we'll keep the pretzels. So we'll do power and change cereal out for chicken breast, because this makes more sense to me as a menu than cereal on there. And we will start new day. So let's see if I can actually do this, because there's going to be a lot of learning, but the early ones are not as bad. So we're going to start day. Okay, so people are going to come in. We're going to do cab +1. Get pretzels going. We're going to get classic. Butter steak, cook. Pretzels. Steak. Three. Okay. get that going. He wants onion gravy, steak, onion gravy. What just happened? Oh, that must be rush hour. Okay. Whoops. 3, 5, open basin, ice fill seal. Okay. 3, 4, 1, 2, again. Oops. 5, black peas, Santa. Tab 1. You can already start to see where this is, where this gets a little crazy. So that was our first rush hour. I was totally not expecting it to go well at all. Breading. 5. This guy wants regular gravy. He wants mushroom gravy. Oh yes. 5. Subtract sanitize. Rush hour's coming up. We're gonna go ahead and do macaroni. Getting a lot better at that one. So hopefully as this is going on, you're seeing more and more what I did that one wrong. OIS. 2, steak, mushroom gravy, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, seasoned, 6, 5. At least they're all getting food. They're not getting everything 100% right, but pretzel, classic, 4s, OIS, 3, seasoned, steak, gravy. Oops. Steak gravy. I just pushed the wrong one. So yeah, this is about how the game goes. This is when it's still relatively easy. But I'm also not used to it right now. So it actually curves up pretty well. You get time to get used to stuff. Should have just enough time to get the dishes done before that steak's ready. OIS. creepy. So this was not by any means a good day, but it wasn't bad. Had 3 or 4 bad orders. Customer served, okay. So I had 3 average, no bad. Oh, my mistake. Decent positive. Got all my chores done, got some money. And apparently earned some decorating. Okay. Okay, so HS is holding station. Staple foods, healthy eats, breakfast, rainy, warm eats, late night, cold treats, desserts, super meat B, okay, seafood, stadium. You know what? I think we're gonna stick with go with some all-time classics. Let's replace our pretzel with the soup. And then, actually, let's double check real quick. Let's see if we can get another staple. So we get a buzz boost from that, it said. Staple foods. Let's sort by price. Huh. Some of them are locked, some of them are way too expensive. Pretty sure we're not going to be able to afford anything right now. Barely, though. Okay, let's check our email, actually. I just saw that. Okay, so one of the other things you can do is work at other places to get extra money, which in this particular case, I am not going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and just do a second shift here. We've got a little bit more variety this time. We've got a decent buzz. Let's give it a shot. See if we can do a little better. I mean, we actually did pretty well the first one. I only had 2 that were bad. So our daily bonus objectives, let's check our mouse. Or 500 drinks or 500 side dishes. Side dishes I need to remember to keep up better. Serve 1,000 total customers. So our goal is going to be 10 delicious, 2 perfect days. And then a 7x combo. Okay. We're going to start off right off the bat. We want... I think I just did the wrong one. Celery, green beans, broccoli. So in case you didn't notice, the mistakes that I made last time were because I seasoned or breaded the chicken when I was supposed to do the opposite. I just need to remember to check that. Same thing with this, make sure you put the right gravy on or you get penalized for it. Steak, onion gravy. Should probably actually make my soup now. Okay, noodles, base, oil, chicken. Steak and gravy. 1. Trash sanitize. 3. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Broccoli, celery, beans, broccoli. US. Tab 4. Get some macaroni going in there. Mushroom. Steak gravy. OIS 5. Steak gravy. Sanitize. 5, 6, 2. It's a bit chaotic. SG. SG. LCS. Okay. Totally wasn't paying attention and got lucky. Okay, we should be getting close to another rush. We want R, celery, green beans, broccoli, 6, not what I wanted to do. So I'm trying to do the ones that require the least thought first, because I can just get the other ones going, or I can at least get them going. So the stake is the easiest to start. So I just do US real quick. 3, 4, OIS, 2. But the stake I actually have to pay attention on the back. There we go. Still have soup left over. Lots of dishes. And we're getting close to the end of the day. 9 o'clock. So, technically failed one chore today. That's the only thing short for it being perfect. Everything else was good though. Apparently there's a bunch of decorations. Okay. So we can pick another staple. Something simple. That makes sense with the other stuff we've got. I'm not a huge fan of that soup. Kind of annoying. Maybe we could do something like, what's that? Trash and dishes. But once you've built it, it's instant. It's cold during the summer. A holding station, so that's good. And it's healthy. Let's try that. So we can replace our... Ooh. There we go. So these are both holding station items that we can do ahead. And they are all staples, so we get a boost there. Although it is cold. Somehow, the fact that it's cold makes that better? Okay. Well, let's give it a shot, I guess. I'm gonna do one more day. I think at this point you kind of get you kind of get how it works. Actually, I just realized there's more emails floating around here. Random emails. Nothing important, I don't think. pretty sure this is just going to be the background. It's not actually super important. Aha, that'll be easier. So basically we can just go through and do a quick pick on what we're doing. To an extent at least. Okay, I don't really care that much about this stuff, so I'm just gonna stick with what we've got. But yeah. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for this one. This is just supposed to be a quick review anyway. I may come back and play some more of this if people really like it, but I really have no idea how people are gonna react to it. So, hopefully you got a good idea of it. It's a interesting, chaotic little thing. Kind of a mix of running the business mixed with this frantic series of mini games with accurate typing and paying attention and juggling multiple things, and it only gets worse as it goes deeper into the game. You start getting able to take more orders, you start being able to have more menu items, you have more things to remember, and it's a fun kind of chaos. It's the kind of, like, I said casual game, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in terms of it's not some big involved RPG that I have to sit down and, you know, dedicate an hour to. It's something that's just fun to sit down, mess around with for a while. Sometimes you'll end up playing a bunch, and it's really easy to fall into that trap, as I almost just did, of just, oh, one more game. And, you know, somehow, despite all of that, you still feel like you're building towards something, and it's still challenging. It makes you think, it makes you type better, which are probably things that most people would enjoy, or could benefit from, one or the other. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or suggestions. I highly recommend checking out this game or its predecessor. They were on sale for the summer sale for Steam. I don't know if they still are, but I mean, they're not super expensive either. It's a pretty cheap investment for a lot of fun replayability and a lot of variety. So hopefully you'll go check it out. Until next time, catch you later.